Section 3A Quadratics. We're going to start with number 1, and when we have quadratics, we typically have, this would be called a trinomial because there's 3 terms. The power of 2 makes it quadratic. And our process is going to be the same as factoring by grouping. So we're going to create this trinomial to have 4 terms so we can factor by grouping. And to do so, we notice that in front of AX squared is a 1. We're going to take that number times our last number, and that means we will have a product of 24. And we're looking for 2 numbers that are factors of 24 that give us a sum of negative 10. So factors of 24 are 24 and 1, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Now notice that these products give you a positive 24. If they're both negative, you would still get a positive 24. And that's important because the only 2 factors of 24 that give you 10 are 6 and 4. But we're going to want to make them both negative because negative 6 plus negative 4 is negative 10. Still multiplies out to be positive 24, so we're okay. The reason for that is that now we're going to write this trinomial with 4 terms. X squared, and then we're going to rewrite the negative 10 as negative 6x minus 4x, and then plus 24. So in other words, we replaced the middle term with an equivalent 2 statements or 2 expressions, but it's still the same thing. But now we have the ability to factor by grouping. What do they have in common? They both have an x in common. If I divide each one by x, I get x minus 6. These 2 are both divisible by 4, but since my front term is negative, I'm going to take out a negative 4. When I do that, I get x minus 6. Again, we did it right when in parentheses they're the same thing. So if I take out or factor out x minus 6, I'm left with those 2 pieces. So it's times what's left. And that is factored. If we try another one, go to 10, same idea. So here we have a 3 times 25, so a product of 75, and a sum of negative 20. So we're looking for factors of 75, so 1 times 75. 5 goes into it 15 times. Now notice that we need a negative sum, but a positive product. So both of these are going to be negative. In this pair, when added together, it gives you a negative 20. So we're going to rewrite this as 3n squared minus 5n. Notice I put the n in there. I only had the numbers here, but I have to have the n present, minus 15n plus 25. So we replace the negative 20 with those 2 terms right there. Now we did that to create 4 terms. So what do these front 2 have in common? They are not divisible by a number, but they do both have an n. If I take an n out, I get 3n minus 5. The next 2 terms are both divisible by 5. The front term is negative, so I'm going to take out a negative 5. And that leaves us with 3n minus 5. And again, if we did it right, our parentheses, what's in the parentheses, should be the same. They both have 3n minus 5, so we factor that away from both. And we're left multiplying it by what's left. And that's n minus 5. And that is factored.